guys, for everybody who's tuning in, just in case you didn't know, we're talking to one of the duo, Michigan and Smiley, Michigan, Papa Michigan, and General Smiley, one of the duo of the guys, you know what I'm saying, was killing it in the 70s, 80s, to the 90s, to y'all, hey, you're still relevant. So we can't say y'all was here and you're gone. Because anytime you put on any of the tunes, it's on and popping the same way. The same way. Welcome, General Smiley.
Welcome. Give thanks, sis. It's a blessing to be here.
It's good to see you. How you been?
Well, you know, we've been staying alive. Actually,
Yes.
we've been staying alive. Through what's going on. So we just pretty much, play skillful.
Yes, have to give thanks. Have to give
Yeah.
thanks. So this with a veteran artist like yourself, for me on the here on the Music Link, this segment I like to be, I call it like the artist check-in. It ain't really an interview because who knows supposed to know. You know what I'm saying? We just want to see what's going on with you now and just to share a little bit about you, the person. Even though you have the music and all these things going on, you, the person. General Smiley. First, let's start off by saying your name, General Smiley. Where did it come from?
Smiley.
Yes.
Well, Smiley. The Smiley is from my friends. My peers back then. They because I was always a serious person. They flip it around and call me Smiley
Because you
instead
were
of
serious all the
serious.
time. To
Yeah,
break it
yeah,
down.
yeah, yeah. So so when we went to we first recorded at Studio One with Coxon.
Uh-huh.
So I went in and did the recordings as Papa Smiley.
Oh, Papa Smiley. You had the Papa first.
Yes. But when I
Oh,
came out, I came out as General Smiley.
General Smiley. You turned it to a general.
Coxon is the one who did that, Sir Coxon,
Sir
because
Cotton.
he was saying your demeanor and how you move like a general.
Like a general. For real.
Yeah.
You know that for real.
Yeah.
That's it.
So Coxon did that.
Okay. So
Yeah.
okay, far as that music thing go, how old were you personally when you feel like you wanted to do music?
Um. Well, at the time I was in high school. At the time when I decided I would like to do I'd like to do that. I would like to do that. So I was this was like third form or fourth form in high school.
Okay.
So I went to a dance. I was messing around with the music before. Like I always liked music because my great my granduncle, my grandmother's brother had a sound system.
Okay.
So they used to pay me to dance.
You the
I
dancer
was
first.
dancing before I started
You
singing.
okay,
So
you
they
know what
pay me
I'm
to
saying? That's
dance.
for all the moves and stuff. Okay, so you was a dancer first.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah.
before the Mr.
So
Wacky, there was a Smiley going on around here.
yes.
So okay,
so
so that's
so
where the
then
love came in.
yeah, for the music, for
Hmm.
the music came that like that. So then I went to the dance. I went to see you Roy, you Brown, and Ranking Trevor.
Okay, Rankin.
Yeah. So them three people I must
Uh-huh.
mention,
Uh-huh.
Ranking Trevor, you Brown, you Roy, them three people are always in my head. Always in my head.
So those are
Never.
artists that kind of influence you for
Those
us.
are the artists who in
Uh-huh.
as DJs, as singer, Burning Spear. No, no, there's no other singer to me like as Burning Spear. None whatsoever. Bob Marley is in there somewhere, but he's not first.
Okay. Okay.
Yeah, he's not first. Burning Spear is a they because man, you see the thing is that was it played out because of how I was living in the city. I was living in the city with my mother and my father.
Uh-huh.
My grandparents,
In the city of Kingston?
Kingston, yes, Kingston
Kingston, okay.
13.
Yes,
Of
sorry, yes.
yeah. So no, but my grandparents they was living like maybe like 20 something miles away in West Rural St. Andrew, not far from the city, but in the other parish. So
Okay.
then I used to visit them on the weekends and holidays. So that's how I spend so much time with the music because they had a sound system and there were other people in the community with sound systems.
Mm-hmm.
And then I am from Kingston, so when I go to the countryside, I'm like an idol already.
Okay.
I'm from Kingston.
This is when you was the dancer.
This is when I was the youth, yes,
Okay.
doing yeah, high school, yeah. And I'm not from school. It's a history. It's a
Yeah.
story. It's a story that is coming up. It's coming
Mhm.
up.
Uh-huh.
Um, but because I'm gonna put it in a book. I'm gonna document it
Okay.
eventually.
Okay.
But this is how the music came about, and I know how it came about.
Okay.
So the first song, Mary Mary, Mary
Uh-huh.
Mary, as you know, is a nursery rhyme.
Right.
Mary, Mary, quiet country, we say, oh, does the
Yeah.
garden? Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
that's where that thing come from. So after I went to this dance and saw these three people, I went back to my place and started doing what they did with the
Okay.
nursery rhymes.
With the nursery.
It was
Okay.
easier. It was
Okay.
easier than
Because
yeah.
everybody knew the nursery rhyme, but you
So
started, you was
so
rapping
yeah.
it. Hmm.
Huh?
You're hot over there. They want you. I like fire. Smiley. So you was like, at that time, was you like good with the writing then, or were you like a freestylist?
At that time, it was basically freestyle. I started when I put it on paper. I started writing because I couldn't do the nursery rhyme if that would not be right. That would be
Mm-hmm.
legal. So I
Mm-hmm.
had things to it. I had
Okay.
pieces and parts and different my feel to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then we rehearsed it. We discussed it and we rehearsed it. And then that was it. That
Well,
was it. And then I
how did you
wrote
get so
and
far
then
to
I
where you're recording it? Were you in the artist mode? How did you get to that place where you were able to know what you was doing was good enough to make a song?
because I was doing it on sound system.
Okay.
So I started out. I practiced on the sound system, and then I went to a bigger sound system and did it, and see the how they reacted to it,
Mm-hmm.
and then I went to a bigger sound system in the city, and
Okay.
and they and that's and they reacted to it, and that was the man who took us to Studio One.
But let me
That's
ask you,
Armand.
what was it in you to have you so brave to be like, I'm gonna do this? Was it like, as far as like you want to do it to become this good artist, as far as money purposes, or it was just a joy that you found within you, Or, you know, what made you be so brave to be like, I'm going to get on this microphone in front of these people and do this? Even though you saw it and you saw somebody else doing it, you loved it, but personally to be that brave to do it.
At first, it was fun. It was just fun.
Mm.
And then and people start to approach me, and then they're saying, "Man, you should record it. You should record that. You should record that." And then we started doing it together.
Mhm.
Started going to the sound system and doing the parties together. And
Okay.
people keep saying that sound good. That sound good together. You should do that together. And then so after so when I went to Black Harmony, that's when he took us to Coxon, to Studio One.
Okay.
Yeah, and Coxon recorded that.
When you
And
look
and that
back,
was it.
when you look back now on all those situations, to know, to really look back and know that you was so blessed of all the artists and people wanting to do things to get in those situations with those people that's legendary, the studios. Could you go back to that time and to think that you didn't even know where you was at and what you were doing, making
I didn't know.
history?
I didn't know where I was at. I didn't know what I was doing. It manifests like this.
Yeah.
And but you see the thing is it's a good thing. It's a good thing to know what you're about um early. Is better. Better. What do I say? It's not better late than never. It's better early than never. If you because the way the when I mentioned those people that I admired,
Mm-hmm.
because they were paving a way,
Right.
not knowing they were doing that,
Mm-hmm.
but they were paving a way. Especially you, Roy.
Mm-hmm.
He had you, Brown, and Ranking Trevor with him, but he was actually one of the pioneers. You- Prince Jasbo,
Uh-huh.
they were King Stick.
Mm-hmm.
They started that.
Toasting with
So
the sound system.
the sound system.
Yeah.
But what I did the is luckily for me personally, we
Mm-hmm.
we got in by using a nursery rhyme. We got in there.
Yeah. Something
But
familiar.
yes, but I didn't. You see, at that time, that's all it was. It was rhyming,
Mm-hmm.
right? That's why they call it disc jockey, DJ. The disc jockey ride the rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
So all you need to know is just words to ride the rhythm. I
Okay.
changed that. I was in high school. I was writing composition.
Okay.
I was doing thesis. I was doing these things. So and I was doing history.
Okay. You started to add the history into your lyrics.
I started to adding Marcus Garvey in there, Paul
Mm-hmm.
Bogle in there,
Mm-hmm.
Nani in there, George William Garden in there, and all these people that fight. They
Right.
they 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 create that for us.
And people be
Yeah, and,
interested to
and
hear about it. The more lyrics that you was talking about things that people were interested in, or people that they know of, and they would want to
yeah,
hear more. I know about it, you know?
yeah, yes.
Yeah.
And then we find a way, and then we found a way, because the industry is is not what it seemed to be.
Hmm.
Is not what it is. The
Right.
industry is a place. Is a place where is a place where they divide. Is a place where they shift out. They shift out. Is a place
That's the same thing
where
with the news, how they give us what they want us to know. And the things that they don't
exactly
want us to know, they don't share.
yes.
Hmm.
So that's what the industry is.
Yeah.
So you have to find a way to do some what we call commercial songs
Yeah.
without a message. So
To
you
sneak it
you
in
you
there.
you, you could do some, yes, you could, and then you have to do what you have to do,
Hmm.
because you gonna find yourself in the same place that I found you Roy and you Brown and Rapping Trevor. I found myself in the same place.
Nice. That's what I was gonna
Yeah,
say. That same way
yeah,
how they influenced you, and how even while you talking about them, I see you in that place where when you first listen to them and things that they did, whatever, inspire you. And it's crazy how
yes,
you became that same person to so many people. The same
yes,
person that the same people that inspire you, you became that person for other people.
yes,
And that is like so blessed, you know. So blessed. Could you
yeah,
imagine, like, just how you talking to me right now, that feeling that you feel, someone feels that about, a lot of people feel that about you. You guys,
yeah,
when you did your works, you know, was
yes,
so inspiring in that time. And I've watched different interviews and, even been around different people. And, for me, I'd be so flattered because I'm like, that's my friend. Okay. When they start talking about you guys and your music and, what y'all did. And I'll be like listening and I'm like, those are my friends they're talking about, to say the legacy and what y'all, when these conversations come up, you guys are part of the conversation. You and Papa
yeah,
Michigan, y'all
yeah,
part of those conversations of the music. When they start talking, they cannot go around it. Your songs gotta come up. Your era, the time you was there, what you did, it comes into play. Different conversations. So it's like crazy, you
mm-hmm.
know. So how, like, okay, were you and Papa Michigan, like, how did you guys come together?
It's like I said, we
Was he a neighbor of yours, or he was doing music
yeah,
too? Or you met him toasting?
he came to the 13 maybe like 74, 73, or 70, he came to the 13. He's not from the 13. So his father was living in the 13. So he came to live with his father.
Hmm.
And then um and then so they he lived at the bottom at the bottom of the they live like in a
The area.
community. They
Okay.
either walk through the avenue and go to the little community
Uh-huh.
down on the bottom there. Yeah, so there was a sound system. There was a friend of ours. He was making a sound system. He was a technician, and he builds there's two of them over there. So they built a little sound system called Third World. Yeah, so we start doing the Third World thing, and then one morning, one Sunday morning after the dance, after we did the dance Saturday night, the Sunday morning, a friend of mine came up to me and he said, "Yo, man, that song good last night, man. You all should record like that. Try to
Oh, so
record."
y'all was out there and everybody was taking turns on the mic, and y'all kind of just crossed over with each other one time. It was a groove y'all had together.
Yes, it wasn't a big sound system. It was a little sound system. So we didn't do a lot of dance or parties before we started recording. We didn't
Okay.
actually really we just started doing that little sound system in our community, Third World.
Okay, so y'all was just hanging like like late nights, however y'all had the sound system going, and different people was getting on the mic. Y'all happened to
No,
get on the mic.
yeah, like on weekends. This is how on weekends we go over to the yard where the sound system is, and we just mess around. They didn't get a lot of dates like every weekend, but
Right.
when they get dates, we'll go with them. You
Okay.
know, we go with them. Well, more so me, because Michigan he couldn't leave his house that much like I could leave my house.
Okay.
You know, so sometimes he would come with us, and then but it wasn't a lot of people either. It was just like him and me and the selector and
Okay.
maybe we might invite two people or two other people sometimes. You know,
Okay.
not a lot of people. It get bigger after we started recording. It gets
Okay.
bigger with a
Okay.
bigger sound system, and there's a lot more people there, and we pass the mic around and all of that. But before, no, it was just two of us and a
But the
little
two,
sound system.
but the two of you guys, that chemistry, like, was there? I mean, I don't know all of the history. I'm not saying that I'm a person who know everything, but it wasn't two people back in them days together. Were you guys style? Where y'all was like the two on a song together? Was there any other artists at that time
No,
working
we started
together?
that.
So you guys started that.
Yeah.
I just want you to
So
say
we
that.
started that. And
So
and and, and yeah.
that where they have it even now, that's come like when you have the singers and then you have the rappers come in now to come rap in, you have the singers, but you guys both could do both. But y'all was able to find that mixture with the two of you guys together on there. You can feel, how a person sing a song and everybody love it and they still sing it in their own way, but everybody's still on the same wave. Y'all do that
Yeah.
thing where y'all still in the same wave. Y'all got your own vibe, but in that wave, y'all able to connect and make songs come across so hot. You know what I mean? It was
Yeah.
just so beautiful, that whole, the two of you guys. So I can see where people are so excited for that. Because y'all was calm. You don't even know what it was that y'all had developed with the two of you guys, you know?
Yeah, it's a difference. It makes a difference because we I personally was writing. I was writing.
That's what I
I
want to
just
hear. Hmm.
yes, I started out writing. I don't and there were many people that like most of the people they don't do that. They don't write.
Right.
They 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 just they just so you find that a lot of them keep saying the same words.
Okay. What they familiar
Yeah.
with.
Yes.
Hmm.
So I didn't feel I didn't up to now, up until this day, I feel like I personally want to say a lot
More things.
my way.
Hmm.
I want to communicate with people my way.
Uh-huh.
And if I can be if I can communicate with 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 the people on different levels and the levels that they are,
Hmm.
then I'll be a great communicator.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'll be good at that. So then, I think that's what I went. I went I went I tried my best then. I tried my best to write like that where I
A
could
lot of
reach
people.
a lot of people
Did you,
regardless
were in
of
that time, did you ever write for anybody else? Like, when y'all was coming up with songs and it started to
they
go?
they, they thought they think they still think I'm too deep.
Mm.
I'm too deep. I was in the studio. I was in the studio with Grace Isaac, and he was producing some female, and they asked for songs, and I wrote the song, and they were like, "Wow!"
Mm.
They don't know how to say it. They don't know how to say
They're
it.
not a singer. It was too deep.
You understand? And
Yeah.
then all the
Hey, that's
time,
hardcore right there. When you say you gave them a song and they like, okay, and the song was so beautiful, I just was too deep, and they didn't even know how to get it to get the melody. They couldn't get it to going.
yes, they didn't know how to put the melodies in the air.
And that's
And
why you
again,
hear right in the book. Because you're supposed to be having that going on too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it had quite a lot of people. Quite a lot of people. I used to just write words for people's comfort.
Uh-huh.
People
You
used to.
change for to
Okay,
fit them.
you remember MySpace?
Uh-huh. Oh yeah.
I
Right there at the
used
MySpace.
to, yeah, I used to write words for people. They used to tell me what's bothering them, and I write the words to ease the pain.
Oh wow.
I I I used to write words for um for for people. People come to me and say, "Oh man, my child is this, my child is that," and I write the words and say, "This is what you gotta do. You gotta put this on the wall in your child's
Right.
room."
Because words are power. Words are power.
Words are powerful. Words
Very
are
powerful.
powerful. We can be defeated by those words only.
True.
Remember,
True. True.
all of us, all of us are being called black people. We are
True.
not black
And we're not
people.
black people. We only that's what they
We are
gave us
not
and we
angry.
ran
We
with
are
it.
not angry people.
It's true.
We are not an angry nation. We are not black people.
Hmm.
Okay, so words can defeat you. But so yes, I tried to write for people, for individuals or whomsoever. We have
Is there
what
any is there any songs that you've written um that people might know that did good
man.
other than
Well,
you guys songs? Other than you guys songs.
if you if you if you listen, well, most of the hit songs are basically commercial. Those are the
Mm.
commercial songs, the hit songs. But what there's a lot of songs. I wrote a lot of songs for the Channel One album. The Channel
Okay.
One album. I did some songs for the Green Sleeve album.
When you used to
Um,
do the songs, did you write the songs without the track, or did you have music there and then you wrote the tracks?
some of them. So you could do like that. You could sit there and write a composition.
Okay.
But then
When you hear the music, you would
sometimes,
change it.
because you see when you write a composition, you have to practice it and like 10, 12 different rhythm. You gotta
Hmm.
practice that the one that. But when you have the track to write to, it come easier.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's easier.
You know
But
where
I
you're
I, I do
going.
both. Yeah, I do both. Yeah,
What was like,
because
if you could think about it, um, yeah, we'll say now. If you look at all of the works and the things that you've done, what song with what lyrics that you find you fancy more than others of your own that you did?
we did an album for Rush Records,
Hmm.
and Gary even Farb is the oh, he is he I was we did I did another album. I did another album for a producer in New Jersey,
Hmm.
Jillian. When we were marketing the album. We are marketing the album. So when we got to Maryland, Rush Records, he said he said to me, Smiley, you know what, man? I think you should never stop writing words like these. you should always keep writing words like these.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So if you look at the Sugar Daddy album, that's a nice album. It's a
And
nice.
it's the one with you in Michigan, right?
Yes, Michelle and Smiley, Sugar Daddy.
And that was like your favorite, your your
That's
work
my
of writing for the
because
music on there.
it's my favorite because there are a lot more cultural songs on there.
Yeah.
Russ, because he asked us, you know what happened with Russ? He asked to see the lyrics first.
Oh.
Yeah, he chose the lyrics for the album.
Mm.
So yeah. So but that was
So he helped create that whole package of the
that was good. That was good, very good. But then it was not good. That's another story. That's a different story.
Okay, okay,
This is this is a good story. Let's stick
okay.
with a good
Yes,
story.
we're going with the good stuff. Yeah, but for that cultural, he look at the words to make sure that package was in that cultural sense for that most of that album.
it chose what he wanted to promote, what he wanted to
Mm-hmm.
sell,
Mm-hmm.
and then he came back to me and he asked, but he was going to do both producers was going to do other albums, solo albums, because I went back to Studio One
Mm-hmm.
and he started working on another solo album with them kind of lyrics.
Okay.
And then Russ was going to take the album from the woman in Jersey, but he got sick as well.
Mm-hmm.
So Russ got sick and sold the company.
Mm.
So he was and then he got better. He got better. He went into doing barbecue chips, and then he got sick again. I don't think I'm not sure if he's doing music again. What we got or what? But I haven't heard from him for a while now. But Rashford, Gary even for that's a good person. That's a good producer. A good producer.
What would you say was the first project that you actually well, for somebody else that you actually did work for them? The first artist or someone else other than yourself where you lent them your help?
Um, I don't know. I tried to help a lot of people. I tried to help people. In particular, I had I had Andrew Bees with me for a while, for a minute,
Andrew Bees, yeah.
in LA.
Uh-huh,
Yeah,
Andrew
so
Bees. Okay.
and I opened the books to him. I opened the books I said sing from that, sing from these books. You know, these
Yeah.
are you know,
With
you
how
know,
did you know
and the
like
funny
that
thing,
that because I a lot of people don't know about you, your own production company and that you produce. When did that part come in for you? Because I have been to your studio before too. I mean, when I first met you, actually, I think it was at your studio, really.
yeah,
Um,
yeah.
when did you when did that part come? Like you was learning over the years, or did you just
I
within your
think
work?
I think is probably the admiration for Cox and Dodd.
Mm-hmm.
Cox and
Watching you.
Dodd, he was just such a relaxed person, and he was just but he was into it. You see, he was
Mm-hmm.
into it, and even though he was the producer, the pioneer, he always have people around to tell him more.
Okay.
Yeah, but because Kingston was always there in the studio. It's like he never produces without Kingston.
Okay.
And there was some more people that I always go there and see. And then but then it was like 19 it was like 1990 94 95 I started. I want to do more. I want to do more. I want to help. Who?
I think you worked on something with Lady Dread, didn't you not? Did you produce something with her?
Yeah, with Lady Dread. I had well in LA, I had Melo Bantam with me for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
And is Lady Dread. I had there was who was there was Boom Tony was there for a minute too.
Boom, Tony. Bless up yourself, Boom, Tony.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hey, Boom, Tony got a beautiful voice too. Man, you are some of
Yeah.
us. I don't know what the most high. We all have our individual walks, but that man
Yeah.
has a voice that's very memorable. You know that?
Yeah. hmm So
Great voice.
yeah, so we were trying for a brief moment surprise came true
Yeah, Mr.
and
Surprise, big up yourself. That's my artist right
yeah.
there.
hmm Yeah.
What made you
So
start that cut
rough
production?
company, rough company label started out. It was kicked off in Jamaica in '96.
Okay.
In '96, um the artist now called Basente. We had him when he was and then he was two of them. He was two of them, Basente and Pioneer. We
Mm-hmm.
have we we have Andrew Wright. Andrew
Andrew
Wright.
Wright. Okay, Andrew Wright
Yeah,
came in there.
and there was two of them too. There was Andrew Wright and there was another one that came with Andrew Wright. So I had my nephew in there. He didn't make it. He didn't make
Mhm.
it. The
When you was doing that, was it you by yourself or some people in Jamaica? Like you have family members that was helping you with the label, where y'all decided to help people?
I I had my brother with me.
Okay.
So my brother would buy the tape, send him to the studio. I tell him to go get Sly and Robbie and lay some tracks, and then he put some artists on there. You know, where there we have
So that's
we
what
had
you
a few.
guys pay for the tracks. That's how you did it. You guys got the tracks for the artists. Y'all would pay for the
Yes,
music, and then
I
it
pay for the
came
music.
under your label
Yes, and then we go out and find the artists,
to
you
get
know, to
on
put
there.
on the tracks. Yeah. hmm
When you was doing that, how did you feel about that? Like you just feel like opening the doors for other people, like you wanted them to experience what you experienced, I give them a better chance.
It's everyone deserve a chance. Everyone deserves a chance.
Mm.
The first thing what I used to do first is I try to help them with school. First thing you go ask, what do you think about school?
Mm.
Do you want to do some more? Are you have enough?
Mm.
So I asked first. I had a football team in Jamaica. What Americans call soccer?
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I had a football team in Jamaica.
Okay. So
Yeah.
you
What,
that
what,
you put this under,
what,
what was the name of the team?
Union Gardens.
Okay. So,
I live on Union Avenue, down where Michigan came from, is Union Gardens, down a
uh-huh.
little village. Yeah, down there, and there was a field already down there. There was enough land for to make a field.
Mm-hmm.
So we get tractor and make the land and make thing and make the field, and then we bring the players and we get players from different schools, and we get them there, and then we get to join the competition.
So
So
when
Michigan
you did that, was like in the time of your hotness. Now you're doing this on your own. This is from money that you reap from business, from the music
this is
business.
this is General Smiley money from recording from
from recording.
just from what
Okay.
I've been
And you decided to open, I mean, to put a team together out there to help some youth.
yes. And then we
Okay.
have people come in, and then we went to the different ministries and asked them for help after. But I was paying the coaches. I was paying the for the transportation. I was getting the paying for the uniform. I was paying
Mm-hmm.
for the food.
That's a lot
For the, you know, and
to
and
take
and so
on.
the so young people, so they could is giving them a chance.
A different quality of life
One of
too,
the
and
best.
sharing. Yeah.
Yeah, I produced one of the best football player of Jamaica, Walter Boy. He
Okay.
started out with our team
With
first.
your
This
team.
our team was
See?
we first get an award, a trophy by being with our team.
Okay. Open
And that
that door.
yeah, and then national team, and he get to be on the national team to
Yeah.
represent Jamaica.
You see?
Yeah, he started out with us.
That's see
Yeah,
that blessing that you open that door and put them in that place where they can,
yeah,
you know,
yeah. Some
do something different.
sometimes even today some of them remembers that, and they and
Yeah.
they and they really truly give thanks.
We're supposed to be a helpmate for others. When we're in positions or whatever it is, if it comes to us, it ain't us. You know, that's the Most High saying, now this is what I want you to do.
Yeah,
Now this is, you know, if it's not all of you, a piece of you, now this is the time where I need you to add a little bit of you over there to help somebody else. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because even if you wasn't there
That's
all the time, that was your position to play, you know. Did you
yes.
have a love for soccer too?
Huh?
Did you have a love for soccer too? Well, football?
Yeah, for football, cricket, and track and
Oh,
field.
good.
I did those in high school.
Did you?
Yeah, in high school. Yeah, cricket. People don't know cricket in America. They don't play that much in America.
Look, I know cricket for the Valley.
Yeah, yeah. But cricket is a nice sport. Yeah.
From in the Valley. Okay, so now, okay, let's say with all the shows that you did and all the performances, what do you say was your most memorable performance
The
from
most memorable
Michigan and
performance.
Smiley? You know, just doing the diseases, sugar, that, all these songs. What was like the most one of the performances where you just was like, yes, like, done that and just feel so proud of yourself inside for your works.
We did, man. There was um it was it was 19, I think that was what, 1980, the year, I think it was 82.
What?
That year we did the reggae sunsplash. We
Okay.
did the reggae sunsplash. The it was 7 a.m. in the morning,
What?
Sunday morning. No, nobody left the park. The
Okay.
park, no one left. The people was fighting to get in the park.
Still, all night long, all morning.
7 a.m. the sun was coming up, and that's when the church is the one who took us off stage. The church
What?
sent the police to stop us, take us off the stage.
It
No
was
more.
enough.
It's time for the church to go on now. You have to take those boys off of that stage over
How
there.
long was y'all performing? Like, how long was the performance?
The performance was more than about an hour.
An hour. But people was
Hour, we just,
into
we
it.
just got to an hour and we just started out. We just got into the thing. Light Parks, Woody People Band, Michigan and Smiley, on stage, Sunday morning, Jared Park, Montego Bay.
Okay.
No, and everyone was in that park.
Yeah.
Everyone was in that park.
It
Yeah.
If you can remember, like from all your works, what's the most positive thing that you've gotten from one of your family members about your works that they said to you, well, you took it to heart? Like, 'cause you know, we do what we do, but when a family member just come and say, yo, you know, some positive words to you about what you've been doing, like who was that family member and what was it like, you know?
My nephews in London.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as a matter of fact, I'm a part of their biography.
Okay.
Yeah, they do they do music. They make tracks.
Mm-hmm.
They chant. They do their thing and thing.
Uh-huh. DJ on the
Um,
mic.
um, um, yes, they are called Chase and Status. They do more like the junglists. They're junglists. They do
Okay.
that jungle thing, yeah, that jungle thing, but it mixed with reggae and thing. So yeah,
But they proud of their
so,
uncle.
yes, yeah,
Mhm.
and yes, and when they go and they all over the world, they say, Uncle, I went to Australia. Man, when I mention the name, I get everything. I couldn't smoke all that herb. They couldn't.
So much stuff they gave him, huh?
So many stones. Oh man. But yeah, they still keep up. They still holla. Um, mm-hmm.
And proud of
Yeah.
your works, you know?
Yes.
That's so good.
Mhm.
So, you know, with the music that these young people is doing today, like, how do you, I mean, they're not writers like how you wrote. Like, how do you feel about it? Like, that they missing the goodness of the music to not like, you know, write better, I guess. How do you feel
You
about
see,
it?
you see. The thing is. This is what bothers me personally. The if whatever you expect, whatever the people expect from the youth, they have to they have to they have to have knowledge of what you expect from them. If
Right.
if if the youth is living in a society where they are not being not they're not even being how would you say? You see you have to you have to teach the youth first and foremost
Hmm.
about themselves.
Right.
They have to know about themselves.
Oh no,
From
they
knowing
learn
about
about other
themselves,
things first before they selves.
you tell them about other people and other things for tell them about themselves.
Hmm. Yeah.
So now when you know about yourself,
So,
you
yeah.
can decide what you want self to be.
Right.
And then you will see what self need to do for self.
And where you can go. It's so powerful. People like following trends and watching so much other things and just want to jump on the bandwagon. But being different, there's nothing wrong with being different. If they really
There's nothing
start,
wrong with me.
nothing wrong. When you start stepping
That's
and understanding yourself,
see.
where it can go.
Okay, look at it. Look at it like this. For you, for anyone to do a hit song, you must change a trend. You
Hmm.
have to change a trend. To write a hit song, you have to write something that is not going on now.
Yeah, create something different. Open yourself.
Create something different, something new.
Hmm.
When before it was all like I said, Dan Roy, U-Roy, Stitch, Almantado, Jazzbo by themselves.
By themselves.
When the world here, Michigan and Smiley,
It's not
two people
together.
sound
Yeah.
exactly alike, do the same thing.
Same
That make a
thing.
difference.
Right.
It makes a difference.
It made a big
This is what
difference.
I'm trying to teach the aspiring artists,
Hmm.
you have to write.
Yeah.
It's best to write, and because when you write, then you
You
have it
see.
to to see that this is not like that.
Right.
This is not that's what's going on now. You see,
Right.
see
And
even
have faith in their words, because what you say, it means something. You know, what you say, it might not
yes.
be what somebody else say, but it means something because it's coming from you. We should not doubt ourselves as individuals. You
We
know.
should be, that's why we have to teach the youth about themselves from scratch, from drum street, off the bat, so they don't doubt themselves.
Hmm.
If when they doubt themselves, they're gonna do what somebody else is doing. It's too much peer pressure.
True.
So 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 you I went to Jamaica. You know what I did? I went, I rent, I chartered a aeroplane from
Hmm.
Kingston and pack it up with the youth them and said, this is our plane feel. I don't know if one day you won't fly to the foreign, but this is what I'm experiencing. Come on the plane and we flew from Kingston to Montego Bay and back.
Okay. Look at
Just
one flying, it opens the door for all kind of stuff. Because when I first flew when I
just
was young too, it
to
made
have the
me open to fly.
experience.
Yeah.
Just to have the experience of going on an aeroplane.
Yeah.
Even if I don't leave the island, flying, this is what a plane feels like.
Right.
This is what I do when you see me gone all this time. I go on a plane, I buckle
And go
up,
for
I
it.
sit there, and I go and I. This is what it is.
Yeah.
I took the babies. I took the charter a boat. I took them from Kingston to Port Royal on the
What?
boat on the
What?
water, so they feel
What?
what the water feels like.
Okay, the
This
experience. You see, blessed
this is so,
people.
so this is all this I think you have to try with the youth.
Yeah.
Try with the youth. So at least try with it before you start pointing fingers.
True. Once we get to a certain age where you know that you did a lot of things for yourself, when you know yourself, when you have good sense of self, then you like it should be open for you to share with other people. Because I was like that with my niece. Like when my independence, when I was okay with me being a lady and being independent and things, I'm like, you know what, I want to make sure she knows about this. Let me share these kind of things with her too. Because when you're going to those places and sometimes you don't know, it's scary to experience things. But if you can lighten the weight on somebody even a little bit,
Yeah,
then we're here to
yeah.
do that. We're not here to just be
Uh,
individuals and be rich on our own somewhere in a house locked away with no
so
worries.
that's why we cannot we the only thing we can expect from the youth is what they are being taught.
Yeah.
If you didn't extend yourself and try to teach them anything, you cannot point a finger and say, "Oh, look at what happening these days. Why are they singing that? Why are they behaving like that? Why are they doing that?" If you didn't try to tell them. So now look at it now in Jamaica. What is it? They sing about what they are seeing. All they are seeing is they don't
I
they're
was
not they're not
watching
being
the
educated.
boombox thing. I don't mean to touch, but I was watching that boombox thing. I love everything that they was doing there. But the young guys that was freestyling, it was three of them came back to back, and it was talking about the one. They was talking about us, the women, our body, bend it over, what we gonna do, how we gonna do, and I was like, that's all they could come up with. Three of
Them
them
only
back to
them
back was like, shake your bumper, bend it over. They're gonna rock, just whatever they want to do to us.
but you see what happened is that that's what the industry is after. The industry does not promote the positive
Yeah,
words, positive songs. The industry promote commercial. They don't want you to know yourself. They don't
yeah,
want you to know about yourself. They don't want you to be yourself. You
But
gotta
this is
be.
crazy. I don't know how long they're gonna think these leaders gonna be around, because the youth, they have to come behind us. They have to come
Yeah.
behind us and fix things. They have to come behind us. And how they talking about global warming and the climate, this and that. If there's not someone somewhere else interested in these things, how are we gonna be? How is the society gonna be? How is the world gonna survive? I'm like, how long
Well,
are they gonna let us keep going through these things like this? You know?
it's been going on, and changes being made and things, but it 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 cannot get better. It cannot get better, and it won't get better. It's only getting worse.
I know. It's so sad.
And no, it doesn't matter how much we speak, and how much we would we would from what we are saying, we would like to see tomorrow
Better.
better. But we have to make that better now. If we don't do it now, then it can't be tomorrow. You cannot. We have to start now. We have to do it now, right now.
Yeah.
You know.
So
So that's why that's we have to we cannot expect the youth to do anything better than all they're gonna do is talking about how they can, man. They
I,
won't they won't talk about the way they can depreciate the value and the integrity, everything
with the
about
women.
the woman, because they weren't taught anything different. Just remember this: the first book of the Holy Bible start with cursing the woman. Then say the woman is the downfall of man, because she take things from a snake and give it to the man. She take the words from a snake and give it to the man.
It's crazy, but for what I know, me being a woman, a lot of times we're in this helping position, always in the helping position for men, but you know, we're bad. You know what I'm saying? All this about the women, but
The
we're
Bible,
always here to be able to help you. We always
the
in
Bible,
position.
Bible said that. The Bible said that. The Bible said woman caused the downfall of man. The Bible said God make man first and then it take when a man rape and make a woman. And she see one come to be his downfall because she listened to the serpent. You know, see, what the serpent gave to her was a light. Was a light. The serpent gave. If you if you read that Bible, Genesis first, that Holy Bible, he won't tell you that the serpent that they say Satan gave unto the woman light, eyesight, that she could see the good and evil, and brought that good and evil to her man.
Okay.
That man could not see the good and evil before she brought it to him. That's
Okay.
what the Bible said.
Okay. Okay.
So how come she gonna be downfall by showing him the light?
That's the whole part where a lot of men, I don't know what it is, but a lot of men, they don't see that. As much as we're supposed to be so negative or, whatever,
The,
you can't do nothing without us and you want us. You know what I mean?
there's nothing you can do. There's nothing you can do without a woman.
You
There's
know.
nothing you can do without
And
a
the men
woman.
who try their best to
Nothing.
always
That's
go around it, they always got a woman somewhere that they're not
that's
giving
why
her
she
to the
named
fullest, who
woman.
got
That's
their
why
back.
that's why she's called a womb man. A man
Okay.
with a womb. She's more than you. She is more than you. She's
Wow.
stronger than you. She take around. She she's the one who took you around, man. She's the one who took you around, nurtured you, and fed you from her
And you know
body.
what's so crazy?
Nine
A,
months.
a lot of these men are mama's boys, big time. But you can so easily look at someone that's the same form as your mother and be so disrespectful and degrade.
Because because the Bible tells them said the woman is just a help. So she it's just a help. So what if you follow the pattern of the Roman Catholic? Then you going to have convent and monastery. You're going to divide the man from the woman.
Mm.
Isn't that something? The people divide. It divide. No, listen to where it begins. You divide the man from the woman, and you call it a church.
Well, you know that's not worldwide, okay? Because
Okay. So you see, there are so many things, to be figured out, But then you cannot reach you cannot reach too many people. You cannot reach a lot of people. A lot of people they don't know reggae. They don't want to hear reggae song. They don't know reggae. A lot of people they don't like rap. They don't want to listen to rap song. A lot of people they don't like jazz. They don't want to listen to jazz. A lot of people a lot of people spend time at home, especially now. Especially
right,
now in these times, a lot of people are indoors. Whereas
yeah.
before, you watch that you watch that manifest from the video games.
Mm-hmm.
You watch it manifest from the video games.
And the stuff that they're doing in the video game, but allowing them to do more evil in the street because you could go shoot somebody, you could do some, cut their head off in a video game and it come like nothing.
Listen, they know they they have ways. Do you know some you do you know if the streets were to ever becomes quiet, becomes peaceful, becomes enjoyable? Do you know there are forces in government to make it not that way?
Of course. Of
Do you
course.
know there are forces in government that will come down there and drive by?
And say it's some a youth. Oh, that's what they was doing like far as the game bang and stuff. When everything was getting peaceful, they had some people go in there and go shake it back up because they needed crime.
Why is it if you let's say you won't plan a protest, you have to go get a permit. They give
Right.
you a permit.
To
Okay
do
then.
something
The
peaceful.
same people who give you the permit, the same people who give you the permit, give your permit to somebody else to come and put weapons along your route that you won't protest on. And
They
they
tell
put these
you
bricks and they put weapons along the road.
to make it look like you want to start a riot.
It look like you are the one who want to start something.
Hmm.
You have all these forces in our lives that we have to battle with every day is a battle.
It's true.
Every day is a battle. And the people will rise. People will rise with the truth. People will write with the right message, will rise with honesty. And then the
That's what
forces in
they holding back the good music too, where the good music is teaching you about to not be that way, to be more sharing and loving. Those are the music that they're not even playing on the radio station. I mean, on the radio station, they're not playing those music.
they don't want that. They don't want the people to know themselves. They don't want people to be themselves.
That's why I love albums with the B side because there's songs on there that, like, when I started DJing stuff, I'm like, there's songs that people don't play. You hit that number one or the single off the album, but there's songs on albums that are so beautiful that if you don't invest into that artist, or you'll never be able to hear it.
Yeah.
You never be.
Hmm.
So I used to try to DJ those songs on the B side, as they say, because there's songs that they're not playing on the radio that are bomb songs. the
Yeah,
writing, you know, it's just so much
yeah.
so different now. So in this time, what are you listening to? Like far as reggae, the new artist is out. Who do you think that you gravitate more to? Like where you respect as an artist?
New artists who I respect.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, You see, all right. I'm a producer, and
Mm-hmm.
so I listen I listen for difference. I listen for difference. I like right now what I really like as a producer. I like Writing King.
Okay.
That's a difference. That's a different voice, a
Okay.
different style.
Okay.
Writing King.
Right.
You saw him on the performance and that thing. That was with that's when I first saw him performing live in Montego Bay.
No,
And then
I don't know what it is. Okay, me.
I didn't know. Yeah.
But I'm
Okay.
about to look for
But
him.
yeah, but
Unless the
I like
song is
that youth. I like that youth. As man, sometimes 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 you have to sometimes you don't it's not a good feeling. It's not a good feeling to see sometimes our society they don't they don't even if you should emerge to the light, they don't embrace you. They try to
yeah.
push you back in the darkness. And I'm seeing how you look I used to like I still do like Jack Hure,
Like
but
yeah,
it is not
those
going for
forces.
him.
Yeah. But
Going
that
well
goes
for him.
along with all the vanity and things. The thing is, I be thinking that people missed out on, like how I said to you earlier, for the things that you accomplished and the things that you doing in those places where you were. You never knew you was creating history. You never knew you was gonna be a part of history. You was just doing it. But to be in those places, and if your mind was like how they're doing it now, like to take it for granted. You know what I mean? Like out of all the people who want to be artists, to be able to be blessed and get the position that you can get in, where you coming from a place where people are not doing good, people wish for more, and then you go take it and you know not respect it. I mean, you know what I'm saying,
It,
not
it is
nurturing
it,
more.
you see, even though, all right, even though we're from the same, all right, we are, right now we living in the U.S., but we all have a individual quest.
Hmm.
We all have so this is what I'm saying. Even though they are all in Jamaica, and they have they grew up differently. They grew up differently. And I remember Jamaica, Jamaica is been going through, been going through genocides,
Hmm.
genocides. The youth they are not being educated. Education is too expensive for the youth, for the parents to buy it for the youth. Education is too expensive for the parent. They can't afford education.
I know a friend of mine was sending just $50 a month down to her friend for his daughter to go to school, and she was like, "He, it goes a long way. It goes a long way for her for his daughter to go to school and things that she need." He was like, just $50 alone, and I was like, coming from another place can go a long way, and if you're not
Yeah,
getting that,
that could go a long way. $20 could go a long way. $20 could go a long way. Um, you could do you could do a lot of things. Um, but then but then they 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 are not. What would help? What would help? anybody, most people, everybody, if we started out like that, if you're first educated, if you get education, then it's a whole different
If
thing.
they get the education more, when you send, if they get in those positions, they will respect it more. Or when they
Yeah,
start making a good piece of money, they'd be like, let them invest in the land, first fix up that old place where they used to live instead of just getting people move away first. They get the money and they move away and just go somewhere else and have a little nice piece of area. Then to look back and say, even just a little bit could help
that's the thing
down
about
there.
it. The thing about it is you have to move away. Why do you have to move away?
Why you have to
Why
move
why
away?
can't why why can't we stay the same
Yeah,
place?
let me paint
And
all this. Like how Sizzler out this area. Look, we're gonna paint this. We're gonna fix this. We're
because
gonna fix the area where
because
we at.
it's fear, it's fear, it's a fear, and then a fear of someone is going to come and take it
But if you're
or take a
sharing
life.
and you're there, they're not gonna do you that. I wouldn't think they would do that. If you're part of the community,
You
you're being a
cannot
community. You see Bounty
you
Killer,
cannot
he, he like me there.
you cannot have enough. You cannot have enough to share. You
Mm,
cannot have enough to share. No, it cannot be enough. And so now it becomes in reality a dog eat dog situation, because family go and kill family for whatever
mm,
what family achieve. It goes on,
right.
or at least it goes on in Jamaica.
Yeah.
You understand? I have to struggle through family members, man. I struggle through that too.
Yeah.
We all go through that.
That's true.
You understand? Yeah. So, what we need to do, is try to get the youth. You see, to make changes. If we go and say, okay, we have to make changes. Changes not gonna happen overnight.
Yeah.
To change that you're aiming or planning or trying to make, it have to start somewhere. It have to start from planning. The
Mm-hmm.
plan the change. No, that change it won't take you 20 years to make. It won't take you a generation.
Mm-hmm.
Just to make one change, it's going to take you a generation, because you have to start from birth.
Wow.
You start to make the change from birth, up through school, up through till the time when you are graduated to the streets. You see, right now in today, they still do this with the Native Americans. They still have a coming out ceremony. They don't do
I
what
know
they
we
don't
don't
do.
have none of that.
Okay, okay,
You just
because they
here.
don't prepare for that. They
You
don't
just
they
here.
don't prepare for that.
Come out. It don't come out. I didn't have no. Listen, I went to my friend's daughter's sweet 16. I'm like, huh? I didn't have a sweet
See,
16.
see, you
Into
see.
your
So
womanhood. It's like, okay, you just found it one day. Oh, I'm a lady. I'm a girl.
see, yeah. So it's like you just decide. You decide when you want. So that's how they do it. They don't. So it's not. So we cannot expect miracles from what from if we don't prepare for the miracles.
Yeah.
You understand? Miracle cannot come from nothing. Miracle comes from something.
You guys,
Yeah.
this is Lady B here, you guys. Bless and love for everybody that's tuning in. We're here at the Music Link talking to General Smiley, from the duo Michigan, Papa Michigan and General Smiley, you guys. And what this really was is the artist check-in to see what's going on with him and just to talk to him a little bit. As y'all, if whoever's been here from the beginning, y'all, as you tune in, you see he has a book that he's written. It's called The Seal of My Soul. And as you can see how he's very passionate in his communications, which is so beautiful because I just really wanted to share that part to say what people can understand you in this book where it came from. It's not something that just popped up out the blue. It's really a
Yeah.
part of you.
Yes.
So that's why I sit
Um,
back and I share with you and I'm listening to you and I'm just letting you go on so people could understand the deepness
yes.
of the one and only General Smiley. If you did not know how he think, how he's passionate, where his mind go. So that's what we've been doing here. Now, as far as this book go, this is like how you've been sharing in your thoughts. What's all in this book? Let's
The
share.
this the book the books were a long time coming.
Books. Okay.
I've been thinking about. I've been thinking of. I've been writing. I've been writing. Like I said, from I've been writing. But I started putting the book together when I met this lady on MySpace,
On the
and
MySpace. Okay.
she was working. She was working with a company
Mm-hmm.
that does those things. So
Uh-huh.
I put the thing I put the thing on I taped it. I speak the thing into a dictaphone and send the little cassette off to her, and
Oh,
she listened to
okay.
the little cassette and she type it down on
Type
paper
them out.
and send it back to me. that book that book is a little bit more hardcore.
Okay, so this is your which book is this? This is your second book?
So no, this is actually the first book.
Okay.
But why I decided to do this book, it just like spur of the moment.
Mm-hmm.
It was it was it was it was 2019, 2020, and out of nowhere here comes a pandemic, and then they say quarantine, stay, you cannot come out the house, stay inside.
Mm-hmm.
What am I doing inside? Nothing. Man, I've been reading. I like books. I like to read.
Okay,
So
so you read a lot.
I I I've been reading from all the boys, Nancy Drew, all them things.
Okay.
I read through all them Nancy Drew. I read through all the boys, all them books from high school, from primary school. I start reading.
Okay.
I read a lot of books. I read 7 version of Bible, all the Bible, 7 versions.
Really?
So now I was here and I was like, man, you know what? I think I could put of all the lyrics and all the words and all the poetry, I could put a book together during and this is what came out of the pandemic actually. It just a pandemic production.
Okay.
So I didn't waste all them time. The time was not wasted. I make sure
And
something
it's
was
pretty
happening.
thick. How many pages is that?
It's a lot of pages. At first they wanted to do two. It's 328. Three.
Wow. 300.
So but they did two. But it seemed like we had a misunderstanding there. Our the company, I didn't understand the company, so they make 2 books,
Okay.
and so but they wanted to make one this size, and they wanted to make another one a different size, smaller.
Okay.
But there were but there some of the poems in this book were also in the other book.
Okay.
And I said, it's not fair. That would not be fair to to charge people for the hard about the same price when some of the words in this book is also in that book right there.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have words for days,
I said,
months, years,
you are not playing
and
with this repeat yourself
the
thing.
next
You like, I
moment.
got words.
Yeah, I got you. Words, I got you. I don't speak much. I don't speak much when you see me in the streets,
Right.
but they here.
Yes,
So I
yes.
got words.
That's your extra gift.
So
Yeah.
yeah, so it came up before. It came up before. And I was so excited, Lady B. I got so
Yeah.
excited. And I couldn't wait. I couldn't
Okay.
wait. So when they called me and said, "Hey, you are ready for your book. Send the manuscript." I was in the field. I was in the garden.
Uh-huh.
I was but that's another story.
Okay, okay.
So I rushed to the office. I rushed to the office, and I really went to the computer, and I saw the folder with the seal of my soul, and I shot through them. Bam! Here we go. Let it be. That was a wrong folder.
Oh,
That was not. It was not edited. It was not edited. I had a folder. I had three different folders on the computer and on the thumb drive with the book. And in the hurry, in a rush, I sent in the wrong folder.
oh,
And you know what
wow.
they did? They still printed the wrong folder. It was
They didn't go
it was
over it.
I got so this is the new one. So this I gotta
That's
be
the
over.
OG.
So I did it over. I corrected it. I did
Okay.
send in the right one. Um they wanted me to spend money with them to pay the people to have the word spelled correctly.
Right,
So I remember I have Grammarly. Grammarly is on the computer, and
right.
we have words
Handle
processing
that
words.
yourself, okay?
So I did myself.
What
I
do you
know.
mean?
So now I'm promoting the seal of my soul. The
The
seal of my
seal of
soul. They
myself.
are there are poetry in there
Uh-huh.
and songs
Song.
in there. Yeah, songs that you know that's on the albums. Yeah, they are in there, but so people these are the words that I have Andrew B singing from.
Okay.
So that's what I did. I just published a book of words. So artists can go get the book and sing from it because they are basically you could I the way I started out with poems.
Uh-huh.
I used to sing poem first, nursery rhyme first.
Uh-huh.
Then I sing poems. Then I start to write song to sing.
Uh-huh. So
All songs
if
are
they get this
poetry.
book, this can enlighten them on that whole walk.
So this can enlighten you in a lot of ways.
Yes.
In a
So
lot of ways.
what about the
1 minute.
poems?
Excuse
The
me.
poems are
Excuse me.
they
1 minute.
okay.
1 minute. Excuse me.
Okay, okay. Greetings, you guys. Blessed love. I thank everybody for tuning in. We're here talking to the one and only General Smiley about his new book release, The Seal of My Soul, written by him. You know what I'm saying? When we're doing music, there's a lot of things that you can do that you probably didn't know. And this is just one more aspect of him that he's sharing with us that we're here to share. Yes.
Yes. Just one more. But this is a lot. There's a lot that I do. I do
Mm-hmm.
a lot. I like to. Well. I think now that I have this one out of the way, I'm going to do the rest. I have a book particularly. I'm trying to explain why in my view the woman every woman represent God.
Yeah, come on.
Every
Let
female,
give it to me.
every
I'm gonna take
woman.
it. Give me the book. Give me the book. I want the book so they can know because it's some of us who are misguided, but it's a lot of us here that are blessed women. Like I have a few friends that like when I look at them and the things that they do and how they are. And I'd be like, ladies, like we so cool. If dudes take time really and so into a woman, like we're good. We're very
Yeah.
supportive. Like you know what I'm saying? I mean, like I consider myself a flower. Like I'm a flower. I'm pretty, but at the same time, I'm here on earth to do things to bring joy to people, be beautiful as long as I can be. And it's, instantly soft to touch. You know what I'm saying?
That's that's
When
um
they
that's that's the fight. That's the fight. That's why I mentioned to you that the older Bible, they started it, and it will never end. It will never end. It will never go away. People gonna feel this way. Like the woman is just, she's secondary. They're gonna feel this way. It cannot be so. There, a man, no man can born from man. A
right.
man cannot
But
born from
a lot of
another
men
man.
spend more time with men than they do women. And even though I got a lot of homeboys of guy friends, and I roll up on them and I see them all together, and I'm like, the hours they're away from a woman, the hours that they're together, I'm like, and they're not. Sometimes they have to be together. I know you guys feed on each other to influence each other. Sometimes if you're trying to do good or to enlighten each other for a situation where maybe they might see it a different view and they can enlighten you to share about certain things. But a lot of times they spend with each other where they're away from the women and growing. And as far as us black, I mean, us people this shade can be together and build where we could be brainstorming together, lean off of each other. It's taken away from that time when you spend that much time with your homies and your friends away from
Yeah,
your partner or a woman or women friends, The only time they want to spend with us is, the nighttime. Is the
yeah,
right
yeah,
time. But
yeah.
beyond that,
Yeah, and there's a lot more than that. There's a lot more to people than that, man. Yes, that's why I mentioned the part where they divide the people. They divide the women from the men. They just divide people, and so with that division, there's less hope. Less hope for better tomorrow. Okay, it was
You know what? Your palms in there. Give us one of your palms in there. What's a name of one of them? Give us a little
what
piece of.
you want me, let me tell you something. This is the first poem in the book.
Uh-huh.
I wrote this poem. I wrote this poem with my son. A matter of fact, I taught him. This is what I teach my son to to sing. We record this thing together.
Yeah.
Listen to this. It says, "All I want to be is just who I am. All I want to be is just who I am. Counsel with the elders, get the wisdom. Emit the cries, hunt the freedom.
Yeah.
Fire God blaze when I knock on the Congo drum. In the mystic morning to the rising sun. All I want to be is just who I am. All I want to be is just who I am. Rastafari embedded in my cranium. Reasoning with the family, blaze the chillum. Here I chant the redemption song. Straight from the cranium, there is no option. All I want to be is just who I am. Hold tight to the foundation. Read all the signs, get the direction. Stick to the grind, hold the meditation. All I want to be is just who I am. Look into my eyes, you will see who I am. Look into the mirror, you will see where I am. Look to your stories, you will see where I'm from. All I want to be is just who I am. All I want to be is who I am.
Look at my
So
eyes. That's off the hook. That's how you gonna start the first page up in here, Smiley. That's how you start the first page. Y'all heard it right here. The seal of
yeah,
my soul, General
yeah.
Smiley. That's the first page, y'all. The first poem in the book. So y'all see that fire? Y'all feel that fire? Because I felt the fire. Y'all need to get this book. Where can you get this book? On
Most, most places we get this. We get this. Everybody go to Barnes and Nobles. People because there's a big store, Barnes and Nobles.
listen, Barnes and Nobles. He up in the listen. He with the big
Yeah.
boys. And Barnes and Nobles, you guys. If you want this book, General Smiley, our veteran, you guys in the reggae here, he done put it down. No one's done this about him. He's done it himself. And I just want to say, bless you for being able to do this in this time on your own, how you want to do it. It's very powerful and it's beautiful. And that's inspiring for other people too, to want to do in this level of something. In the Barnes and Noble, that's big time. That was beautiful. That was
Yeah.
beautiful. Yeah,
Thank
man.
you.
And me
Yeah.
as a woman, I'm like, as you going on, and when you say I am, it's hitting me away. So I can imagine, even as a man, to hear those words, it's going to be powerful in its own way, but beautiful.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yeah, the first page, that's how you're going. Boy, you're easy, you know. Yes, I'm proud of you. That was so powerful. That book is thick, and that's how that first page set up.
Yeah.
That's so
Yeah.
beautiful. I'm proud of
So,
you. So right
so
now,
these are
it's the Barnes and Nobles, you guys. If you want this book, go look, go support our brother. You know, he done
yeah.
this on his own. These are his own words.
Yeah,
And as you see, powerful and relatable and to the point, you know. Oh my God, that's
yeah.
beautiful. And look
The
at the
seal of my
pictures
soul,
are
General.
beautiful. The book is beautiful. General Smiley, the seal of my soul. Yeah, man.
Yeah.
So any other music coming right now? Right now you just focusing on sharing this
So
words.
no, the pandemic is going on like for like 2 years more
Yeah.
now. So it brought a lot of things to a halt, kind of, because as you know, my band is in Texas.
Yeah, I saw you doing some work prior.
Yeah, so I do that a lot in Texas. I haven't gone to Texas for the past 2 years.
Okay.
Uh, we didn't do anything. We were planning to do some things, but so we have an unfinished album working on over in Texas. It's called Lone Star General,
Mm-hmm.
and presently we do I'm doing a different project with a company called Planet Jam. Planet Jam,
Okay.
they used to be over in Arizona. They're now in Northern California.
Okay.
So Planet Jam, I'm doing. It might work out to be an EP somewhat. So we're doing that, and then I just spoke to my drummer recently. So things look like we're going
So I'm gonna
forward
move
in
forward.
Texas again.
Okay, yeah, because things is
And
opening back up and it's opening up quick,
yeah,
okay?
yeah. So
You know?
we're going on the road again.
Okay, and the original OG styles. The thing is that you're like so versatile. Give you any rhythm, you're not gonna miss no beat. And that's like the blessed part of artists. When you get well rounded, where you're not, because a lot of people's limited. I had artists was like, if they don't have their track, they cannot perform. Are they not gonna put themselves in no position to reach or nothing? But a person like any artist that I know and I come across and I see them being able to work with different music or work with the situation to make it happen. I'd be like, gone with their bad self. They're really talented. But for you, you're versatile, timeless, now, later, whatever. So sky is the limit for whenever you're doing whatever you're going to do. And that's a
Yeah.
blessed part right there.
Thanks.
Big
Yeah.
time. Big time. I
Yeah.
want to thank you for coming here on the Music Link with me and sharing the artist check-in. You know, so you guys, I don't know if y'all hear whatever y'all was looking for from the interview. It's not really an interview. It's just artist check-in, and we just was shooting the shit. You know what I'm saying? And seeing what was going on with our brother here, which is my brother. General Smiley. And I personally say, I don't know if that was one of the last performances that you and Papa Michigan had performed together. I know it was up there closer, maybe could have been a second to last, but I'm proud to know that I was able to sing background for you guys at the Dub Club. An
Oh yeah,
explosive
yeah.
show.
It
It was
was.
a great, I mean, I know y'all did some shows, but when my homegirl was doing the dancing with you guys and me, Lady Dread and Andre, we sang background for you guys at the Dub Club. It was a blessed experience for myself. I was so proud. I'm like, I'm here with legends, able to share this moment. And that place was ram packed too. That was an explosive night, you know.
Yeah.
So again, I want to thank you for that opportunity too. And I'm happy to be able to say that you're my friend and my brother. You know what I'm saying? And I'm excited for everything going forward. And too, when the music, when you do new music, I want you to come back in here and check in again with the music link and we can share about that. Actually, we can do the unplug with you and your band to share the new music. We could set that up too. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because here on the music link, I'm trying to share from this side of the world. LA, we gotta let them know we over here, we doing our things too. You know what I mean? Just because you don't see it everywhere, that don't mean that we don't got stuff going on. I thank you, General
Yeah, we do
Smiley.
things.
Congratulations. Thank you for coming to the music link and sharing with me, you know, and I'm proud of you. Ooh, that first, I'm about to go get that book. The first page, that's how you're going. It was so beautiful. I'm proud
Nice,
of you.
nice.
This
Thank
is
you.
General Smiley, you guys, with the seal of my soul at Barnes and Nobles. Go get it. Go check it out and see what he's working with, you guys. Thank you.
Yep.
Blessed love to
Uh,
you,
uh, uh,
King. Stay up.
Yo,
Bye
yo,
bye.
heal up everybody, heal up everybody. Like say heal and give thanks for tuning in. Barry, you don't know I see you.
Yes,
Yeah,
bless up
Janet,
there.
I see you, Janet. You there, Janet? Yeah. So you know, so yeah, my producer is here. He's ready to
Oh,
do some
bless
work.
up,
So
bless up. We thank you guys for tuning in. You know what I'm saying? We're here just sharing the good works the Most High put on to us. You know what I'm saying? We
yeah,
thank
yeah,
you guys.
yeah, man. So maybe Mara, come say hi to the beautiful lady. Give me an interview and let her know you're doing Portuguese Smiley. You are working with the general.
Oh,
Yes,
blessings,
I'm
King.
Sergeant Marius, reporting for duty.